morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. It is Monday today, and it is pretty chilly. Not as cold as it was, though. Leather bag lady weather report. I think we're like -3 and a little bit of a wind chill. I'm back in the shed. Won't be here for long. It is still pretty chilly in here, but I'm at least able to work. Had my trusty little heater on. We researched another heater over the weekend. No, not as for what it cost. It's not that much better than what I already have. And what is that on my sweater? A little dark thread. There we go. So another small today. Very simple. Very simple. It is dark, dark, dark brown, not black. There is no branding. So you've got some little slips here, which you could put cards in most definitely. You've got a slip pocket, another slip pocket, a slip pocket, and then you've got some of these kind of open on to side pockets. It is in almost as new condition. There's just a couple of little creases in the smooth dark brown leather. I've put it as a 9 out of 10. I guess one little mark there, but I can take care of that. Yeah, I don't even think this little baby has been used. It is just so pretty. Not branded, as I said, and it's another one of those coat/jacket inside pocket wallets. But hey, these wallets, when I was working doing my shows in the retirement homes, more ladies than gentlemen took these out of their purses. And that's not to say that it is strictly for seniors. I'm sure it is what they recognized. And 9 times out of 10, it was their husbands. And it was a memory, a memento. And that is why they use them. A little bit dour, as my mom would call it. But that is the reality of working within the retirement home footprint. 9 times out of 10, the ladies outlived their husbands, partners, and that is just the way the world works, I think, these days, for whatever reason. But we're not going to dive into that. That is for sure. So how was your weekend? We had a little bit of a unexpected weekend. Let me see. Friday night, we went to see Connie and Mike's hockey game, which was okay. We're kind of, we like the socializing afterwards, or I do anyway. I mean, Pius is into hockey. I'm not. So, I can kind of take or leave the hockey part. But we always have a nice chitty chat after Mike is done and changed. And then we go off to Kelsey's and have a little appetizer and a drink or two, and then that is it. We're heading home. Saturday, we didn't really get up to much on Saturday. We just kind of stayed home. Pius was exhausted. I think he went to bed a couple of times during the day. I can't really remember. What did we do Saturday? I don't think we did much of anything. It escapes me, but I do know that yesterday we took my mom up to Sarnia. My aunt is not feeling very well, having some issues. So my mom, being her identical twin, really, really wanted to go and be with her and support her. So we took her, and we didn't stay very long. My aunt ended up, we kind of talked her into going to the hospital to address, she had pneumonia and she's had it since Christmas. So it's been going on too long. So they did find that there was still fluid in her lungs. So, and she has a couple of other little issues. So hopefully that will be on the mend. And we will be going next weekend to pick my mom up. I think we'll have to see how, the weather is, because Sarnia, that 402 going Middlesex County, Strathroy, is a death trap, that road. It is so open. There have been many, 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 many road closures over the winter months in that stretch. And I don't care how good of a driver you are. If that weather is on the forecast, we will not be going anywhere. So, and my mom knows that. So we'll see how the week goes. And that was about it. I did some thrifting. I went to the Sarnia Value Village and I went to the London Value Village. London, I didn't really get very much. It was a late Sunday afternoon, so everything had been pretty well picked over. But I did get a few bits and pieces, and nothing from my, my big five. No fossils or coaches or roots or anything like that. I did get some cool vintage stuff, and you will be seeing that as we go along. So nothing really to tell. We didn't really do much. Trying to conserve our pennies, and yeah, that is about it. So real quickie today, guys. Been watching lots of Kristen D, and not so much Dion Dean. I believe she liquidated her Posh Closet, which Dion Dean is very much like me. And I kind of recognize, I could be completely wrong. This is just my opinion. I am reading into what I am seeing on screen. Dion Dean is a flip-flopper. And I am a bit guilty of that as well. Having a great idea, trying it, and not sticking with it. I've been watching Dion Dean for 3 or 4 years now. No, actually, probably 4 years now for sure. Maybe even a little longer. And in that time, she's done fashion boxes. She's been a personal shopper. Then she was Poshmark. Then she tried Etsy. Then she had Office Space. Then she went back to work as a fashion merchandiser. I feel her in my own world, and I'm trying desperately to be focused in one direction. What is it my trainer said to me? What was the phrase she used? Persistence over time. And I think, and even Gary Vaynerchuk, all the people I am watching at the moment, they are all saying the same thing. You have to pick, there's a multi-million different directions that you can go. And you just have to pick one and stick with it. Because if you keep changing all the time, you never get the benefit of the work you did in day one, year one, because it does build. I used to sell used cars for a minute. And the gentleman that was in our branch or our dealership or whatever you want to call it had been there for so long. And he told me, he said he is now reaping the benefits 15 years later because the kids of the parents that he sold a car to 15 years ago are now coming to him to buy cars. And that is the biggest thing. And Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this all the time. Patience. I am not a patient person at all, but I am trying so hard to be. So I've spent my morning cleaning most of the bags that I picked up over the weekend. Picked up a lot of vinyl, a lot of nylon, Travelon, Haze, beautiful red nylon with patent. It's not leather, but it's just like patent rubber details. So I have expanded my my stock, what I'm picking up, because the leather is just so expensive. I picked up a lamb leather. Very different from the lambskin Chanel. This is quite a thick, heavy leather, but a Hugo Boss. I didn't even know Hugo Boss did leather purses. It's actually quite cool. I don't believe it is a vintage piece. I'm trying to do a bit of research on it right now. I don't know how long Hugo Boss has been selling leather purses. That might be where I start. And if the timeline matches up, the phone pouch is not a teeny weeny, but it's not big enough for today's phones either. So I will continue to research that. And that is about it, folks. So I've picked my bags for this week's Shop at the Shed. And I've got the small I have to take some photographs of. I will do that now. I'm going to head back into the house to upload this video. I'm out with my both clients today, so I have a long day today. I've got to drop Deb's Kate Spade bag off, the one I showed you last week, the one where the moisturizer was not soaking into the leather because there's too much plastic crap on top of it. So I've got to bring that back. So I've got a lot of out and abouts to do today. So hopefully you're having a great one, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.